I really need to make a sugarcane farm. I set up another temporary like platform out here in the water because I keep using a lot of rockets and I need sugarcane in mass. But of course, me being the procrastinator that I am, we're not going to do that this episode. No, I got something to show you though. So last episode, I mentioned that there was a build I was hopefully going to do this episode. That's why I needed to mine out the trial chamber and get all the copper for it. But unfortunately, we are not going to be able to do that today. Because as it turns out, I'm not prepared for it. But like I just said, I have something to show you. So I went ahead and made a proper board here, a little to-do board, if you will, and populated it with a whole bunch of stuff. So the build that I was talking about and the build that I need infrastructure for, and it's the main mega build that I'm working towards at the moment. So this is the goal that we need to reach. And then once we reach this goal, we will be able to build a whole bunch of other stuff with relative ease. And so a lot of these things on here are things that I need to complete before I can start this. Like, where is it? I don't know where everything is on here. But mine out trial chamber, I will need that because I need a lot of copper. But some of the things on here I don't necessarily need before we reach that point, like this pesky bridge and the landscaping this area. So like, as you can see, this area is still not landscaped. And this pesky little bridge is still just cobblestone going across the river. And every episode I mentioned that, and every episode I said, maybe we'll do it this episode. But I'm just going to be honest with you up front here. We are totally not doing that this episode. Not at all. Not even going to think about it. What we are going to do this episode is we're going to make a frog light farm. Yep, we need frog lights. Frog lights are awesome, so we need frog lights. Some of the other things on here that I want to do eventually and like will work towards it. Like I want to open all the end gateways before we make this space station. And we're going to need a gas farm for that to make end crystals. So we're going to get that done before that. I really need a witch farm and a slime farm for redstone reasons. And then just sugarcane farm, bamboo farm we need. I love to mine out like a beacon mine, a whole beacon's width on the stone level and deep slate level. And that gets me a lot of resources. So I'm going to need to do that mostly off camera. And then obviously we need the basic wool farm. We need a shulker farm. We need a wither skeleton farm. And that cover everything? That covers everything. Yeah. And the build over there. We need to build a build around our nether portal that we put over there. And we also need to sleep. So we're going to build that frog light farm on top of the nether roof. And I already went ahead and designed it and came up with a little list of things that we need. And I wrote it in this book right here. And so things that I don't have that are going to be a little bit of a grind is glass. You're going to have to go mine some sand, mine up some deep slate. We're going to have to go into the ocean and get some ink from the squids and mine up some tuff and go find some powdered snow. So that's going to be a little bit of grind. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. The Windsword just dropped a new episode, so I'm going to go ahead and watch that while I grind out these resources and you watch this short montage. So I'm coming over here to get some pumpkins for our froglight build. And I think I just saw something in the barn. Like something move. I don't know what it was, but it's kind of creepy. Hello? Hello? Oh, it's Pisco. Hello, Pisco. So you're the one living in my barn? What are you doing, dude? Oh, okay. Yeah, you can chill here. That's cool. Yeah, I wish I told me we could have hung out a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, whatever you need. Yeah, all right. You wanna play some Dynaball later? Sweet. Awesome, cool. Let's play Dynaball later. All right, I got a build to do, but yeah, have fun. Let me know if you need anything. It's cool that Pisco came to hang out a little bit, and it's finally nice to know who's been sleeping in the barn. I was wondering that. But as you can see, we're on the Nether Roof. There's our Hoglin farm. And I laid out like some of these torches because I was checking to see what biomes were nearby. And we've pretty much lucked out. Every biome that we need for farms is like relatively close. Like we have a basalt over here where we'll build the Froglight farm. And over there's the Crimson for the Hoglin farm. All of this area is a soul sand valley for a ghast farm. And there's like nether waste like over here or over here. So we'll be able to see like all the farms from one area. I've never in all my years of playing Minecraft found a nether roof area that was this close and this perfect. Now if we could only find a nether fortress in a soul sand valley for a wither skeleton farm, then it will be perfect. But I highly doubt that we'll be able to do that. But we'll see. But that's a future me problem. First things first is we got to build a froglight farm. And then we got to get the frogs. So here's all the materials. It's not a lot. As you saw, like I had to grind for a little bit of it. But the rest of it, I already had everything. It was easy. So with all that said, without further ado, enjoy this time lapse. Now that the froglight farm is done, it's time to go to a swamp and get frogs. I have some leads, some buckets, and some dirts, and 29 slime balls. I think that's enough. I hope it's enough. I don't want to have to kill more slimes. But we do have a swamp right over here. This is where I got all my slime for originally, in this cleared out area. And frogs should be here. It's a swamp. We should be able to find frogs. Oh, here's a frog. Okay, so I only need 2 at the moment. And then we'll make a little area to trap them in and get tadpoles. Is there a close by frog anywhere? Okay, here's a second frog. Perfect. And actually, I think this area is perfect as well. It's a little shallow area. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little box here. This should do just fine. Now that we have a little box, I'm going to try to get these guys in here. Where are you? Come on. Come on, buddy. Come this way. Yeah. In here. Come on, Froggy. Come chill in this nice little box. Yeah. Perfect. Now I'm going to breed them with the slime balls. Oh, I guess I should take them off the leashes. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to breed them. And they're going to make little lovey hearts. And then, oh, that was quick. And they're going to go tadpoles. So once this hatches, then I'll bucket up a tadpole. And once I have 16 of them, then we can go ahead and move on to the next step. Oh, these are the last ones we need, I think. I think we only need 2 of them. And actually, I realized that I didn't need 16 because we have these 2 frogs here that we can use as well. But that does give us 16, and I don't have any more buckets with me. So these guys are just going to grow up, and I believe they will be this orange variant. So we'll just use 4 of these frogs for our farm. And then we need to get the white ones and the green ones. And I want to do 4 of each. And luckily, if I can get on land, right over here, I think, yeah, right there is a snow biome. So we can go ahead and hatch 4 of them over here. I think here's a good spot. And I'm just going to build a little box again. I'm going to make sure there's some light in here, and I'm going to make a little hole in the ground. Then I'm going to take 4 of these, and with the water, it should make an infinite water source, and they should be able to hatch just fine in here. And now we just wait. That took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but we do have 4 green frogs now. So let's get out of here and truck them back to that direction where the other frogs are. And hopefully they are hatched now too. It looks like these are not hatched yet, but I need to go ahead and set up a nether portal on the roof. So I'm going to do that, and hopefully by the time I'm done, these will be hatched. I've got the portal set up connected to the roof, but I'm pretty sure these frogs aren't hatched yet. Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get these green ones onto the roof. If I can get them out of here without these orange ones escaping, right? Hopefully. Come on, guys. Come on. Get out of there. Yeah. Come on, come on. I'm going to take you to a place where you can eat a whole bunch of magma cubes. You're going to love it. Come on. There you go. And hopefully they just go in here really quick. And all of them are in. Let's go. Still one lead somewhere. Here we go. Let's grab this guy out of here. And then grab the rest of them. And walk them over to the farm area. And I'm just going to leave them tied to the fence post here. And now that they're up here safe, I'm going to go ahead and let the other frogs hatch. And then I'm going to go to a nearby jungle area and hatch the other 4 frogs and get them up here as well. Does it look like I'm in a winter wonderland? Yeah, maybe a little bit. If I didn't know that that was like ash falling from a hellscape, I could pretend I'm in a winter wonderland. Yeah, what do you think of my skin? It's pretty snazzy, huh? The wind sword made it for me. And so this is what I'm going to wear for the month of December and maybe a little bit into January. But the farm is done. It's a couple of days later since the last clip, and I'm not really feeling well, but I need to get this episode out. So I decided to hurry up and finish the farm, get the frogs in it, and start recording. And it's working well. I AFK'd for a couple of hours, and we have a ton of drops. Like a ton. Like, this is probably more than I'll ever use, but we have them. And I will probably AFK more just to have extra, like, magma cream for magma blocks and stuff. And we'll just have tons and tons of lights. So I already am running into a problem, but we'll talk about that in a second. I think it's glaringly obvious what the problem is. But let's look at the farm. So, magma cream farms. You just need to be in a basalt desert, which you can tell by the atmosphere around, and you just need some kind of platform with iron golems in the middle so that they're attracted to them and they drop down and they land in a little chamber here, and we have the powdered snow to break down the different sizes. So as you just saw, a medium one turned into a bunch of small ones. So when a large one comes in here, it'll turn into mediums, and then the small ones are so small that the powdered snow doesn't get them, but the frogs do, and that's how we get all of these drops. And then we just have a hopper minecart right here that just runs under it and picks it up and then unloads it here, and then we just sort out the different ones as you can see, and we collect them in the chest, and that's the farm. So like, and this could all be any shape you want it to be or whatever. And the glass up top, I made this cool little like art deco design, which I really like. But the glass is just to stop ghast from spawning here. Let's see if I can land up here. So obviously, nope, that didn't work. Let's try again. It's not going to be the best area to see from anyways. But the obvious problem is that we have a ton of frog lights there, and this thing fills up about halfway going through it and then has to come back and unload 5 stacks. And so eventually some of that stuff might despawn over there, so it's not the most efficient pickup system, but this farm is so overpowered that I don't think it matters. Like, even with it like this, we in just a couple of hours we've gotten like multiple double chests, almost 3 double chests of each color of the block, and over a double chest of magma cream. So I'm just not going to fix that problem. Anything that doesn't get picked up can just despawn. It's fine. We're good. It's just not worth the effort, in my opinion. But because of the portals we set up for the frogs, we have these different portals. We have that one and that one that don't really go anywhere. So I think I'm going to get rid of those off camera and probably clean up this torch mess a little bit. I think we definitely need a wool farm. So I want to like lay out paths to different areas once we like expand in the world. And this will be our main thing, like area of travel. And I want to just lay down carpets so that when we're flying up over, everything will be color coded, so we can like follow the blue one and it'll go to a portal, you know, follow the white one, it'll go to a different portal, and it'll just be like a subway map or something, you know. But we will do that in the future. One last thing we need to do before we go is we need to go revisit our board over here, our task board. And where is it? Froglight Farm. So right there. Oh, this finally oxidized all the way. Nice. Froglight Farm is the top one. So let's turn that on to show that we did it. And the next episode, I don't know what I'm going to do. Be honest, it probably won't be Pesky Bridge or landscaping. It will probably be the gas farm. Maybe like the witch farm or the slime farm. Maybe that. I don't know. It really depends on how I feel. But if you made it this far in the episode, I appreciate you. All of my links are in the descriptions. Okay, bye.